Alright guys, we are outside camping world, waiting to have somebody come in and check out our system to give their words of advice and see if they can tell us what's going on. Cost $139 to have them come look at it, so hopefully it's going to be worth it. It's just something simple. We are outside of Portland, Oregon right now. We wanted to try to get somewhere where there might be a little bit more sun. I know not Portland is always known for its rain, but towards the coast it can get a little bit more sunshine, being that they're forecasting a straight week of nothing but rain in Seattle. But anyways, we're just kind of waiting around here. We'll keep you guys informed. I got a couple videos I gotta keep up with, and hopefully we can get this taken care of today. It'd be nice. Waiting in the waiting room. We're at Camper World. We are going to have a cable run or strung from our alternator to our battery bank, so we can get our battery bank charged while we're driving down the road. That's what happened. Our batteries have been drained so low that they're having a hard time getting recharged, and the guy said that even if we had 3 days of full sun all day, it would take about that much, 3 days to get our battery all the way charged up. So we're just kind of sitting out here waiting around. Got about 20 minutes left before they get that complete, and we're going to be on the road. Haven't eaten nothing yet today, but I'm going to be glad when we get this finished. Oh, we are camping world. They're calling our van a rig. It's kind of neat. Bring your rig around the side here. So that's what we're doing. At least we got it taken care of. So just updating you guys with the statuses. We'll be mobile with our power here very shortly again. See you in a bit.
That's the part that I put in.
Okay. So we installed the battery switch, and that's to shut it off and stuff when our keys go off, right?
Yep. And basically, you have a fuse right here. Whoops, shining in the face with it. We have and I went ahead and put a 40 amp fuse in there. Okay. 40 amp fuses are kind of hard to come by, but it'll give you a better possibility of it staying charging, like if it needs a lot of charge.
Okay.
So it's got a 40 amp fuse, and that actually goes right to a battery point right here, which I followed the lead. It goes directly to the battery with this yellow cable here.
Okay.
And that was already there. That's what feeds the rest of your system. So rather than me running a cable all the way across, I just went ahead and hooked it right to there.
All right.
So we got a 40 amp fuse here. So this side here is connected to the start battery. This side's connected to your batteries in your rig. This one is the post that turns it off and on with your key. That's your ignition source.
All right.
So I'm going to show you up in the vehicle here. If you take my flashlight and take a look in there, they're up by the fuse block, about right there is that 10 amp fuse. It's in a little fuse holder.
Okay.
That is the fuse for your ignition source. So that's the fuse that just protects the ignition source. That shuts that thing off and on.
All right.
Now you'll notice it's plugged into the fuse box. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a spade connector, and it just plugs into an open space.
Okay.
So, and it's space number 18, and the reason I point that out is that if somebody's ever in there fiddling around, they could bump that wire and it could potentially come unplugged from there, and at which point the charging system won't work.
Space 18 in there?
Yeah, it's number 18.
Okay.
It's number 18, and the wire, I basically took a connector like this and just cut one side off so that side plugs into where a fuse could plug into. Okay. And that's why we have the external fuse, because that's just a factory fuse block. So if you see one of those hanging, just plug that into space 18. That'll light it up.
Okay.
And then at that point, all the cables come in, and they run across the back just like the rest of them do. And then it comes in here like so, with another 40 amp fuse right here to this battery.
Okay.
And so that's really it. Now if these batteries go dead, and you want to start the truck, start the van up to get the batteries charged, it's definitely going to charge the batteries, but at that point, if these things are too dead to run the inverter, and you start up your vehicle, now you can, with the vehicle running, you know, you could use the water pump, or you can use lights and stuff like that, stuff that's a small draw. But if these things are dead and you're just charging them with that, don't have the inverter on, because if these are dead enough, what it's going to do is try to draw all the big current through this one little charge cable, and you're going to end up blowing these fuses. And that's why I put a fuse at each end of it, and I also put a 40 amp, because like if these were dead, you turn on your inverter, you start the rig, it would probably charge, you know, probably try to do it for a minute, but you'd end up blowing these fuses, and if these fuses weren't here, these would just get so hot they would probably eventually catch on fire. So it's you won't have a fire issue, but you will blow fuses. So like if these are dead and you guys
just a quick update. We are back on full battery status. They had a charger on it all day while they were working on it to bring it back up to full charge. So hopefully that's what I like to see, the green right there on the bottom right. So
Green means
we're gonna leave this place here. We got everything back organized, and we're gonna go find a place to make some food and call it a night.